Welcome back to the 10-foot foam kayak. I forgot. Get you some skewers from whatever grocery store you go to or meat market. And I cut these about this long for joining the two pieces of the sole or floor or whatever you want to call it. I think it's called a sole. And dip them in, put them in the tip there, get a little glue on them, stick them in. I'll make sure they're sharp. This one right here is not sharp. Sharpening correctly. And next, get your caulk gun. Get you a good little line of caulk going here. Well, caulk adhesive. Sometimes it'll still keep coming out. Just sometimes you can shake it like that and it'll stop. Keep an eye on that. If you lay it down on something, you're gonna have adhesive all over your whatever something is that you lay it down on. All right, so. Well, next what we're going to do so we'll get it up there. And I'm going to line up my spray side, which that all looks good. I'll put me a marker here and a marker here. You know about how far I go with my glue. My adhesive. And don't glue it right at the edge right there. I just meant the point there. Don't glue it right there because if you do, then it's going to be hard to grind on. Stay a couple inches away from the edge. This glue, I keep wanting to call it glue. That's glue. This is now $4 a tube. Let's see. Alright, there's what I'm looking for. Just slide it back into place. Make sure you got a good view. And you probably could cut these in advance, but I do not. I'm going to go here on this side because I have two factory edges, which, like I said, factory edges are not always dependable. You can take your time and spread it around with a Bondo paddle, but the problem with some of these adhesives, they dry pretty fast. So you mess around too much, you end up with some dry glue. I'm gonna get my mallet, but it's out there by the pool pump. I'll break these just a little bit shorter than 4 inches, which is the width of the depth of your foam. Get a sharp point, otherwise it'll just bunch up on you. But what I mean by bunching up is just start pushing the foam. Let's see. Oh, here we go. So a nice sharp point would just go right on through like that, right? This is blunt, so see how it pushes that out and breaks the back out of it. You need a good sharp point. If you do one that's sharpened kind of like a pencil, you know, that's probably a little bit too stumpy. See how it still pushes stuff out? Whereas if you take it and you make it nice. Ooh, somebody's out there in a Mustang having fun in the rain. See, it doesn't push much out. See that right there? If you push this sharp pointy one through there, doesn't leave anything. So get you as much of a point as you possibly can. Remember, break it just short of 4 inches so it doesn't stick through. When it sticks through, next thing you know, you'll have a piece of wood to contend with while you're trying to sand. And you can put as many of these in here as you want. I don't know if there's any steadfast rule to how many you should have or should not have. Let's see. Yep, and make sure it's still working. I really like to have one of those cameras with the front viewfinder. That'd be so nice. I can tell if y'all are in the field of view or not. Much of a hammer to hammer these in. Make sure your point is sharp. Push down on your foam. And I normally like to try to put them in at an angle because they just don't have a lot of holding power. But at an angle, it has a little bit more holding power. Bigger the angle. Put it at a big angle, then you're going to need longer skewer. Longer skewer. This way, I'm trying to squeeze it together so the air doesn't get in there and dry my glue out. My adhesive out. I think I will put these in there at a greater angle. After all, it's just foam, and this one's not going to be fiberglass. Like I told you before, you can fiberglass these, but you have to put so much fiberglass on it to make it worth your while, because if you don't put it on at least 1/4 of an inch thick, the fiberglass is going to continually break. And if you're building it with wood, then it's it's going to rot. The water's going to get in there. With this one here, the only wood in it's going to be these. Well, these are bamboo anyway, so they shouldn't rot as fast. It's a great project if, like, say you want to do something with your son doesn't have enough money for a kayak. You don't want to buy him one in earnest, so he'll appreciate it and take care of it. Then this will be the way to go. What if you're in the budget? And if you know me, you know I have 2 pedal kayaks and 1 regular kayak right here. So I build these just for fun and for video fodder on YouTube, and for people to learn how to do something. You can do this 1 piece of foam at a time. And yeah, you could buy a used kayak for about the same amount of money. But when people say, "Where'd you get that?" If you did a good job, they say, "Where'd you get that?" You say, "I made it." But back to the budget thing is if your kid wants a kayak, he can earn a little bit of money, buy a couple pieces of foam, and just keep going on like that. I wish I had known about this when I was in my early teens, because it was all I could do to keep the lights on in my apartment. But I did build a kayak on the porch of my apartment complex out of wood and fiberglass. That thing was so tipsy. You had to be really good at paddling the kayak to keep that thing upright. It was terrible. I think I ended up giving that away when I left Dallas. Dallas just got a little too. It was different. I liked it. Alright, we're going to put the other end on it in a minute. I know it's a long video, but if you're going to build a kayak cheap, this is the way to do it. I'm going to move the camera, so here we go. Need a paperweight. Should do it. That should do it. Like I say, you don't need fancy, expensive tools. It just helps, but it's not necessary. And get a few more in here to stabilize this so we don't lose our glue. I can set those broken pieces aside and trim those later when the camera's not running. Don't be afraid to hammer it in there. Alright, let's get more skewers. I could have done all this in fast forward. I find that when I'm trying to learn something, I keep having to go back and replay it again and again. And it's not good for me. Oh, that's a mess. Yuck. Alright. Okay, so just push that sucker in there just like that. I would imagine you could probably do this without using these skewers here, but I figure